A few days back, Microsoft increased the prices of their Game Pass service and introduced a bad subscription tier after acquiring the entire Activision family. On the other hand, Sony first raised the prices of all of their PS Plus subscription tiers in the last year. So my friends, it is now high time to reconsider whether you should really depend on these video game rental subscription services to access your favorite titles, or should you buy the games that you really want to play at the moment without going to the subscription route? Let's find it out! But first, let me clarify that I'm only going to talk about Game Pass and PS Plus as a whole, and not other video game subscription services like Nintendo Online, Uplay Plus, EA Play, etc. to know whether you should still invest in them or not. Now if you have just bought yourself a brand new game console or a PC or laptop or even a handheld PC, whatever, and especially on the other side, if you are new to this video gaming thing and you have a few games in your library, or you don't have any video game at all till now since you're a new player, then yes, I would recommend you to buy a 1-month plan of Game Pass or PS Plus. In that way, you can access a ton of games from various and different genres. In this way, you will know about your taste and make yourself aware of which genre of video games you would like more. Let's say, for example, you have asked your friends about their all-time favorite games. One of your friends might say Cyberpunk 2077, another might say GTA 5, or The Witcher 3, or any other game, and this might create confusion in your brain. You see, these video games are not beginner-friendly at all. No doubt they are all great games, but since you are at the very beginning stage of experiencing video games for the first time, or after a very long time period in your life, then these games might not attract you gameplay structure-wise. Yeah, sure, you might enjoy them for the first couple of hours, but since they have hundreds if not thousands of hours of content packed all together, you might get bored after a certain point. Also, the gearing system in the open-world RPG stuff might not match and fulfill your new gamer's taste. So, in this case, PS Plus or Xbox Game Pass would be a great option for beginner players. By getting a Game Pass or a PS Plus subscription for only 1 month, it will let you access, explore and play a ton of games all together. Also friends, don't forget to turn off the auto-recurring feature immediately after getting your PS Plus or Game Pass subscription. There you go! Now, let's assume after downloading and trying a ton of games in 1 month, you have now become very much aware of your favorite video game genres, gameplay styles, and your overall taste in video games. So now, you can either remain opted for these services to play games on a rental basis, or you might want to grab your favorite games digitally or physically during any sale event. And with all that, let me tell you about some pros and cons that these video game subscriptions have. So, here are some pros, or plus points. First, yeah, you might have guessed it by now. Xbox Standard or PC Game Pass, and PS Plus Extra or Deluxe are the still good tiers that provide a good value to the beginner players who have just entered into the world of PC or console video games. Apart from this, they cost you very little money in the short run and lets you access and play a ton of games altogether against a monthly or yearly subscription fee. And yeah, I think that's it. I left the retro catalog, the Game Pass did one thing, and the cloud gaming portion, because not everyone wants to play a few retro games and Microsoft exclusives on the launch date by paying an extra rental amount than before. And yeah, you play access to online multiplayer, but that is for console players only. PC gamers don't have to pay anything extra to play with their friends or with strangers. And now, here are some cons, or minus points for having a video game subscription. First and foremost, you do not own any of those games from the PlayStation Plus or Game Pass catalog, since you are basically paying for the service of renting or borrowing those 100 plus or 200 plus game titles to play and access them together at the same time, against a monthly charge. So if you're in the middle of any game and still yet to finish it, and that certain game is getting removed after 2 days, then you need to finish it within 2 days, otherwise, you will have to purchase the game separately. Even if you manage to finish the game somehow, then truly just ask yourself, did you enjoy the game while you were rushing to complete it within that very limited time? And let's say you didn't want to rush, so you bought the game anyways. But then, suddenly, out of nowhere, the game returns to Game Pass or PS Plus after a few months. That would suck, really. Even though not in the short run, but in the long run, these video game services might cost you technically more if you don't play and finish a lot of games in each month. And with that constant jump in the prices of all the PS Plus and Game Pass tiers, their value keeps going down. So if you only play 1, 2, or let's say up to 5 games at a time, then these services will cost you more, in the long run, than the games you're actually playing right now. And also, most of the time, the game you really want to play might not be available on any video game rental service. And also, all the games included in the PS Plus and Game Pass catalog are available for a temporary period of time only until their license expires, even the exclusive ones too. So there's still always a fear of missing out thing going on here that might disturb you fully, that would interfere with your will between choosing a gaming and playing a game. You know, the same thing that happens with movies and TV shows on Netflix, Prime, and other OTT services. And here's the most important thing. Don't buy any older game, released 1 to 3 months ago, since on platforms like Steam and others, those newly released games goes at a discount after 1 to 3 months of their release. So if you didn't pre-order a game to know if the game has huge game-breaking bugs or not, and now you want to buy the game at the same full price, then try to get the game within 2 to 3 weeks maximum after its release to justify the game's full price. But for the rest of the old or already released games, don't buy them at full price. You can use websites like SteamDB to track their previous sale prices and the dates when they were available at a discount in the past, and, let me tell you, almost every game goes on sale within a time period of 1 to 3 months. Even some games goes on sale just within 2, 3, or 4 days after their recent sale. So yeah, you can wishlist all the games that you want, and you will get notifications on your devices and via email whenever they becomes available at a discounted price. In this way, you can save a lot of your money on digital games. And for physical games, well, it depends very much upon store-to-store or e-commerce sites and the supply chain and availability of the physical copies. Since these companies are shifting towards digital games and digital media consumptions, it is becoming harder to see physical copies of newer games. So don't worry if you see higher prices of physical games compared to the digital ones, or don't get scared if they do another limited run of physical copies of their games. This might sound rude, but I hate these multi-millionaire companies when they go against us.
Billionaire, Vicky. Millionaires are so last year.
Oh, whatever. So in the end, if you are the type of person who wants to play a variety of games altogether, and at the same time, you don't care about video game ownership, and also most of the time, you don't care that much about finishing a game to 100%, then yeah, you might want to opt for Xbox or PC Game Pass, PS Plus Extra or PS Plus Deluxe. And if you want to play online with your friends mostly, then you need to get the Xbox Core or PS Plus Essential for that, depending upon which console you play. But if you are on PC, then you don't need to pay anything separately for playing with your friends. But here, whether you are a casual or a hardcore player, if you're the one who loves the freedom to choose and play the titles you want to, love to purchase games to build your own library, and mostly, you take your time to explore the game, and you make sure to complete the game most of the time, then yeah, these video game rental services might not suit your gaming taste. If you're this type of player, then you might want to stick with various sale events that happen on these digital storefronts almost daily. But if you're on any console platform, then try to get physical games as much as you can, so that it would make you feel that you bought something. But if your console has no Blu-ray disc drive, or you play on PC, then yeah, buying games digitally is your only option. And yes, another thing friends, always make sure to check if your new computer device is coming bundled with an offer of free Xbox or PC Game Pass or PS Plus for 1 month or more. If yes, then make sure to redeem that offer within the limited time. Because you know, you're getting it for free, and yeah, don't forget to turn off the recurring payments option if you don't want to go with it. And yeah, that's all. Okay, bye.